Today we're back with some boss rush. A lot of time has passed since the last time I picked up this game mode because frankly there was only so much to do in it, but I figured I'd come back to it because they did make some changes to the difficulty of some bosses, so we're gonna check out those changes here. For example, or rather to start off, we're going to jump into Island 1 of the recent week's Blastapopoulos. As far as I recall, the first time I played Blastapopoulos on boss rush, it was god-awful, but thankfully, they nerfed Blast a little bit by reducing the heat gain as well as the starting HP, so therefore the future HP of it is better. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna see what kind of scores we can get on Blast now. Now, forgive me as this may not be the most optimal gameplay. Again, it has been months since I touched boss rush at all, so I may be forgetting some meta strats here, but I do think Sada plus, I guess, Wing Monkey Ace can be okay for the first skull here. And then we'll build into, I guess, a 3-0 into, I'm not sure, maybe a Mauler. Frankly, it doesn't really matter, like, having the projectiles, or having a lot of projectiles hit Blast, because it doesn't seem that consequential. That being said, I still think I'll stick with Mauler, just because, I think we do have the range relic for the first island here, so that benefits the Maulers a bit better, especially the map too, because that means there's a big amount of coverage that the Maulers can hit Blast for, making them, I guess, slightly more relevant than usual. Or I guess more so making the infinite range towers slightly less good if the limited range towers can already see so much to track, you know what I mean? So, Mauler spam until, I guess, we get overwhelmed by balloons. Now, all that talk about limited range stuff being good is ignoring the fact that every 10 skulls on boss rush, Blast spawns out the rocks that block line of sight, so maybe I should still do a mix of ODS and Mauler. Yeah. Let's get a second one up after our 5 Maulers I think we have right now. Once again, Discount Village appears at this timestamp. I'm trying to think about, instead of spamming a bunch of tier 4s, at what point should I scale up to something better? I think, as always, it's gonna be mad. We've tested it before, and that even though it, you know, Blast, like, he throws a Pyroclastic Rock at the most expensive tower, making its attack speed slower, it's still worth getting a mat that's, like, 50% attack speed. Yep, believe it or not. I think we'll also get Embrittlement, and since I did get Embrittlement, probably better just keep on spamming 4-0-0s. Is now too early for a mad, you think? Well, I'm definitely going to consider selling towers, so let's do some math here. I don't want to sell everything, but right now we can sell 4 of these for like 25k. Okay, we're still a bit away, so maybe some more towers for now. Another 4-0-0. Actually, now that I think about it, is it a dumb idea to go for the mad? Because the abilities, remember, they are slower and they reset, which is an issue because more of the power is now in the mad ability rather than the main attack, so still worth, especially considering rocks block the way. Honestly, probably not, but we've gotten too far. I've waited too long. Might as well just go for it. Like now, pretty much. I mean, minus 100 per missile. How big a deal is that going to be? Hopefully not too much. Also, this is probably a dumber idea than I thought. Every single time the rock hits mad, it stops stacking for like 3 seconds or so, which is actually a pretty big deal. And the cooldown doesn't come up either, so that's why even after, I don't know, a minute, we still have yet to get, like, a single mad ability off, which would have, like, given us a crazy amount of, like, free skulls. Anyway, I'm going Tax Zone. It's fine. As I said earlier, projectiles don't matter that much. Okay, I realize that in getting Tax Zone, that does mean now I generate so much heat that there's no chance I ever get the mad ability up. What a great decision. The late game pivot, you hate to see it, but, yeah, I kind of messed up earlier, and, yeah. Alright, so either of these Blast nerfs aren't enough, or I am just a little bit washed. I think it's probably more the latter. Looks like we're gonna end up with a score similar to, like, pre-nerf, if I recall. I do have to keep stressing, though, the first time for everything is always going to be, very subpar. And this was a bit more than subpar, I guess. Take a look at the mad. I mean, 140k damage is not terrible, but it's definitely a huge, I don't know. We probably could have spent 70k on something that did more than 150k throughout the game here. Even the tax zone here already at 57, and that was a replaced tax zone that was in a much better spot earlier. So yeah, listen, I don't want to make excuses, but to be straight up honest with you, there's been a lot of shit going on IRL, so I haven't really had much time to focus on Bloons TD itself. Yes, excuses. Overall, 75 boss kills and 1 million damage. Yeah, not very good. But the main thing I wanted to showcase wasn't Blastapopoulos, it's actually Dreadbloon. So jumping over to Island 2 here, I'm going to switch to hero over to Benjamin, because we need money. So just like Blastapopoulos, Dreadbloon also got nerfed a fair amount because its rock balloons were too OP. So in a previous update, they made the scaling much lower. So low that, frankly, they made rock balloons from the hardest thing of all time to probably one of the easiest things of all time and pretty much a non-factor. So apparently I hear the scores get pretty crazy, so we're gonna find out for ourselves here. I guess we'll go ahead and drop Benjamin now. How much does he make? I think it's a reduced amount every kill here. Okay, only $30. Maybe that wasn't worth it considering that's an investment that takes a while to pay off. Yeah, whoops. 100% would have been worth to go for ODS first and then go for Benjamin, but it's not too late to restart, but whatever. We don't lose too much there. So, military hits in 7 skulls, so let's not go for any more ODSs. We want to go for primary stuff because then that stuff won't be immune until skull IDK, skull 40. So let's get Embrittement ready and go for a attack army. Let me discount first. I should have done that before the Embrit to actually make better stonks, but it is what it is. Sell this now, and there it is. Let's get the party started. 1 overdrive, 2, and tree, and we'll make sure to primary training for more Pearson. Look at that. 20 skulls just like that, and we're probably gonna speedrun all the way to 40. There's also one thing I've heard is pretty good. If there's time to drop it, let's get some balloon traps down. Notice they make $1,000 from all the balloons coming in. Yeah, it's pretty good. And in a blink of an eye, I didn't even have a chance to, like, collect my thoughts. We are at skull 40, almost. Wait. We're at 38, that's because the Embrittement isn't actually in range. And I need more balloons here. Jesus Christ. I have so much, I don't know what to do with my hands. There's 40. Let's sell these now, and let's pause the game, because this is way too hectic. We should go for a temple. Temple. Let me get this first, and let me get a decam. Oh god. 320, like that. Okay, my goal now is to try to go for a support temple, because I guess we should make use of all this extra money we've made. I got 3 overclocks too, just to add a little more DPS while we're just waiting. Probably 1 more overclock than I needed to get, but look at that. 10,000 from each balloon trap already. Well, not 5,000 over here, but you know what I mean. Pretty good value all around. And I want to say we're ready to blast. Yeah, we should get ready before 50 skulls hit. Then we can discount tax zones and all that. So sell. I am a little bit short, but we might just, yeah, we'll just wait the money. There we go. 100k is ours. Let's quickly get back the Monkey Town. And there it is, 420 temple, but it has no damage, so maybe I should have kept some money on hand. Yeah. Like, to keep this on avatars. But that's okay. We, at this point, can get all the good stuff back. Monkey City, overclock, and get ready to prep our attack zone. There we go, 50 skulls, okay. So, attack here. Oh, first off, Embrittement. This. P mentoring as well. Overclock. Let's blast that off. And take a look at that, boys and girls. That's the beauty of lots max buffed. Well, okay, not quite max buffed, but a heavily buffed tax zone. Pretty solid, would you say? And with all this money coming in, I'm gonna go for another support temple, because that will make its money back pretty quickly. Look at that, 59,000 already. Note that we put in, I forget how much money into the, Sorry, I literally can't make words right now. It's just going too fast. I got Ultra Boost by accident. That is not my intention. My intention was only for low sacrifice, but we might as well get Ultra Boost now so that we can Ultra Boost Big Plane. Big Plane. So, with all this money coming in from the temples, honestly, we could probably go for crazy stuff. Like, we're talking Paragons. But again, let me first slow down here. I need to get my Big Plane. Set it to Wing Monkey. Make sure it gets all the buffs necessary to thrive. Okay, buffs. I'm missing Homeland? Call to Arms? We can tech bot that too, right? Nice. I love that you can use these kind of powers in this game mode. Feels good. Let's get more, because the primary is really slow, the fact that I lost Tack Zone. But we're at 90 again, so quickly, let's get back Tack Zone. This and this. Ultra Boost that. Can I also get a Chinook, if possible? Because I want to move Tack Zone around instead of, like, buying or selling it all the time. That gets really annoying. I think I can probably go for a third, Sun Temple. Let's do it. Honestly, I really should have heavily considered going for Magic Sacks on my support, or on my temples, because, like, if I'm making this much money, there's no harm pumping up even more DPS from that. But, okay, 3 should be enough. Let's get the other aces. I'd say no Paragons until we get Ace Paragon, because, I mean, we're doing just fine. I see no reason to stop right now. Sarbama as well. And, okay, let's move Tack Zone somewhere over here. This is probably a good sell to go for, like, small balloons. Because there's so much of the screen that I can barely even tell what's going on here. Let's go for a Marine too. That has a faster Chinook rate, because I need to Chinook the Super Brittle as well. That's pretty important. But okay, other stuff before going for the Ace Paragon. How about a Legend of the Night? I heard Legend of the Night is pretty good DPS. Oh yeah, holy. It's already at 100,000 after like 2.5 seconds. Who can forget the MAD? Doom about Ray of Doom. I'll probably skip that for the time being. But yeah, I'd say this is going better than Blastapopoulos, that's for sure. And see what I'm saying? If this was pre-nerf levels, the Rock Bloons would have killed us by now. 100%. But we are chilling. Currently at 120 and counting. So if I'm doing the math right, once we hit 140 skulls, is a good time to go for the Ace Paragon, because then it clears the next 30 skulls freely like that. So we just gotta get there first, okay? Let's overclock MAD. Overclock Legend of the Night again. Over here. Progress feels awfully slow. I can only assume that's because we don't have the Super Brittle and the Tack Zone putting in work. So 130 to 140 should go much faster than this. Hopefully we get to 140 quickly, otherwise we're not gonna have much time to even see the Ace Paragon do its work. I know we don't even have the money for that yet, but it's gonna be there pretty soon, or if we sell some stuff, rather. And there it is, 130. I also forgot to go for the Avatar Rat, so I got one very late. I know it's not the right cross path, but ignore that. So, how fast are these next 10 skulls here? Also, how could I completely forget the Sentry Champion? It's probably a little bit too late to go for that, but I got it regardless, so hopefully it does something. 7 skulls to go until we can get Ace Paragon. Yeah, it's gonna be a last-minute one. And after what feels like an eternity, I think we're about to hit 140. Okay, let's get ready to get it immediately, so sell for 900k ASAP. Sell. I think I'd even consider selling, yeah, Tack Zone, this. Sell Temples. Sell this. Sell Homeland. There we go. Money's there. Get Doomship. And holy crap, that already has 10 million pops. That's gonna be a beef Paragon without even, like, getting the other aces or Cash Lighter. So let's see. What degree? 58? Damn. If we just added a couple aces, that would have been easy 60, but it's okay. As you can see, 58 or 60, it's still a super super duper fast pace. So let's see how many skulls we can get before, you know, Dread hits the exit. The max we can get is, what is it, 170? Yeah, 170 is where it goes back to military again, so at that point, we're pretty much cooked. I would be happy, though, with just getting to 150 in the first place, although I think I'm a little bit too slow to the point where it's probably not going to happen. Oh, also, rock balloons. I forgot. I guess rock balloons are now a threat because the ace gone, yeah, I think it leaked. But they're now a threat because, yeah, I couldn't finish my sentence there. 150, final score. You can never get much higher than that, I've seen. But as you can see, it was just a super duper casual run, and literally my first try playing a Dreadbloon again. I completely destroyed my my previous Dreadbloon scores, which I think were in the low 100s at best. Nevertheless, hope you enjoyed this rare edition of Boss Rush, and once again, click here if you want to watch more BTD6 videos.